You said though, dude, but I don't know, dude. I like dating white women too, but no matter how good they suck my dick, they ain't never gonna call me nigga. No matter what, they're not even in my dreams. Like, see, that shit happens, I'm gonna slap myself. No, not gonna happen. You know, no matter how much I drink. No. Tommy, that you?
Yeah, I love to call him nigga. I'm just trying to get in. I'm trying to get into the white world. They don't want me.
In case y'all realize I'm not that black, you know, so I can accept that shit. I'm kind of like an undercover cop who just went in too deep, you know? I'm not, you know, for me it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing trying to be black, so. I don't have a lot of relationship bits, guys. I have blue ball love stories. What I mean by that is like, it's more like they're like romantic comedies if Jordan Peele wrote them all. None of them end well. None of my dating life is so bad, like I look forward to a Republican in office because that's when I know I can get laid again. You know what I mean? Like, shit, no joke, I lost my virginity when Bush was in office. I saw Bush when there was Bush in office, like, you know, the last date I had was 3 weeks after Trump got elected. So it's like, yeah, he talked about grabbing by the pussy, but 3 weeks later, yes, I was grabbing by the pussy. It's so much, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this is shit that happened, you know? We're all in Brooklyn, so you guys probably know Jackie Robinson was the first man to integrate baseball. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah.
What you may not know is that the Boston Red Sox were the last team to integrate. They were the last team. They didn't hire a black man until 5 years after Jackie Robinson retired. The best part is the guy they hired, the guy's name is Pumpsy Smith. Pumpsy Smith, I don't know any of you, I've never met a black man named Pumpsy. That don't even sound like a black name to me. I thought it was a white guy in blackface. I know, black people, we come up with some weird names and stuff, but I ain't never heard nobody named Pumpsy. You know, like, that sounds like something Rachel Dolezal would name her kid, you know? Like, I have no idea, ain't never met nobody named Pumpsy, so. He's a self-hating Mexican. What I mean by that is that he loves heavy metal. He'll play any heavy metal song, he knows like Rain Man. You play La Bamba, he freaks the fuck out. You know, you play like Slayer or Anthrax, like, yeah, fucking metal! You play La Bamba, it's like, oh my god, get away from me! I'm he never heard of Kanye West. He couldn't even say the guy's name, he called him Kanye West. Kanye West, I'm like, dude, it's a rapper, not a country singer. You know, he got pissed because Kanye's last tour, the stage got suspended and the crowd is marching underneath. He got offended, like, no, he can't do that, that's a metal thing. Oh, you mean to tell me that you're offended that black people are appropriating white culture? Oh no! Oh dear God! What will we think of next? The President of the United States? All the crackers in the room, you guys are confused about a black handshake. You saw it at the beginning of the mic, in the middle of the audience. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What?
Facts.
Thank you, Tyler the Creator. Now, you've been to an open mic before. Have you been to a comedy show before? Yeah. So when have you ever seen anybody like get up and give a pound during the middle of the show? During his set, though, bro? During his set? At least wait till his set finishes, man. You were excited, yes, you were that excited, bro. I know. It looks like Get Out couple right here. I know. I was excited too. I know. I'm not excited too. I'm not excited because Tristan messed with this girl. I'm gonna mess with you, bro. How you doing? What's your name? Clarence. Oh. This guy's not a gangster. His real name's Clarence. Wait a minute. It's kind of sad though that like the hottest musical going right now had to remind people not to replace Hamilton. I mean, he is the guy that created the entire financial system. He's the whole reason we have 5s, 10s, and 20s. On one hand, you have that guy. On the other hand, you have Andrew Jackson, whose biggest claim to fame is he created the Trail of Tears. If you have to choose between one or the other to get rid of, who do we really have to, is this really a decision? You know, maybe it's just me. That being said, I'm kind of waiting on the first rapper to talk about how he did it all for the Tubmans.
I'm just waiting for it and stuff. I'm just waiting for the first line and stuff. Like, yo, I love going to the clubs now. Because when I go up, I got tubs of tubs now. There was going to be more, but then I remembered I'm a comic, not a rapper. Stop while you're ahead, Cal.
Long Island, the best place to go is in Applebee's. You know, 2 for 20 deals with the movie pass right after, the honey barbecue wings. You want to take on a romantic place, you go to Target. You know, you want an out-of-box second date, you go to Dave & Buster's. You know, I just couldn't take her home right away because I live in the basement. I don't want her meeting my parents too soon. You know, her father doesn't like me very much. Father don't like me, but it's not for the obvious reason. He don't like me for my age. I'm 32, she's 24. I don't know about any of you, but all is fair in love and Tinder. You know, you gotta, if you're on there, it's not a beggar's shoes market. You know, I used to realize how big a deal the age thing was until I found out she had never saw the South Park movie. You know, South Park, bigger, longer, and credit. She'd never heard of the movie because it came out in 1999. She was the exact same age as Stan and Kyle and Kenny and Cartman were when the movie came out. She'd have to sneak in just to see the movie.
My birthday was last Thursday. 31 years old, and funny part about it now is that my mom got me a new tablet that I'm actually filming on, which is kind of cool. Except I just had enough room to put all the stuff, all my old shows and all old mics on, and it's like, why did you depress yourself like that? This is a birthday present. You kind of just ruined it. So I look at all this stuff, you know. I mean, before it's all real confident, you know, real cool and calm, collected and stuff. And I look at old pictures and stuff. I was just so dry and I talk so slow. I actually look like a professor. I'm like, no, God, no, we can't. Got to take that off.
But the thing is, though, is that her father doesn't like me. Her father doesn't like me, not for the obvious reason. Not for the obvious reason. He don't like me because of my age. I'm gonna be 32. She's 24. I'm like, dude, all is fair in love and Tinder. You know, when you're online dating, it's not a beggar's chooser's market. You gotta take what you can get. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize how big a deal age was until we spent New Year's together, and I found out she had never seen the South Park movie. You know, South Park, bigger, longer, and cut. You know, it came out in 1999. She was the exact same age that Kyle and Kenny and Stan and Cartman were when the movie came out. She had no idea it even existed. She wouldn't know it existed. You know, so can we see this? I'm like, sure, why not? You know? Oh, God. What else I want to talk about? He shits on John Lewis. John Lewis is like pretty much like the John the Baptist of the Civil Rights Movement. He was a guy that was like the right-hand man of Martin Luther King Jr. He has a whole graphic novel on his entire life, and Trump says, you're all talk. But you sit down with Steve Harvey and Kanye West to decide black matters. What? Let's get this straight. Steve Harvey. The last time anybody paid attention to Steve Harvey, they knew him as Steve Hightower. Oh, that's a deep cut, guys. Don't worry, it'll be on Netflix soon enough. Then you have Kanye West, and this is not like college dropout, like state-of-the-art mindset Kanye West. This is out of the hospital Kanye. That's like going to a Van Halen concert, hoping for David Lee Roth and getting Gary Sharon instead. You know what I mean? Like I guess like all he wants in his committee are just entertainers. That's pretty much all black people wants. So I guess like that's the hottest comedy ticket for black people now, just being on this committee. I love Luke Cage. I was just reading some criticism about online though. They said it was too black. That there weren't enough white people on the show. I'm like, guys, just because it said in Harlem don't mean it had to be gentrified Harlem. I don't want to see Luke Cage come out of a Whole Foods with a bag of kale in one hand and a bag of hummus in the other. Completely ruined the whole show for me. You know, and even then, it's like, even if you didn't, I write criticism about it, like, well, you didn't see the rest of the episodes. They had white people in it. One of them was a corrupt cop. It's like, hey, we know we're white stereotypes too, after all. Hey, how about that? I'm too fat. I'm out of shape. Last time I'm out of shape. I'm so out of shape, the last time I had sex, it gave me an asthma attack. You know? Like ladies, I like giving oral, it's hard for me to breathe when I'm down there. You know? Like, it's not an oxygen mask you can press to your face. You know, I come up gasping for air, I sound like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
Anyway, the NFL has been a popular topic of the night. I actually wasn't gonna go there because the NFL was, was talking about. But I'm boycotting the NFL. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking boycotting it. After all this domestic shit, it's like I don't. It's like watching the end of Titanic. What the fuck more do you need to see? Why would I don't need this. I don't need to see this shit or what else. Like I saw the Ray Rice video. That had more violence than the Expendables. Why would I? Why would? And then you want to watch the fucker play? Fuck this shit. Why the hell would I do that? That and Adrian Peterson. Like, look, I saw enough domestic violence growing up as a child, and I didn't need. It's like just this little, not even that much. Just enough. I was one of those kids growing up. Like I'm the only black kid that didn't get beat. My mom one time tried to beat me. She cried more.
Went to a family reunion in Oklahoma. I had so many cousins there I couldn't go on Tinder the entire weekend. Food is good. Food is so good. My vegan sister's even eating fried chicken. Best part was the airport. It's named Will Rogers Airport. They named it after a guy who died in a plane crash. Apparently we're doing something wrong. Like JetBlue Airlines, that should be called Buddy Holly Airlines. LaGuardia is more like Aaliyah Air.
Oh shit!
Oh. I'll save the best for last. JFK's named wrong. JFK got shot. He didn't die in a plane crash. JFK Jr. died in a plane crash. I done hurt up all the white people's feelings right here, and all the colored folk over here I got on my side.
Shit.
Oh my gosh, shit! I got the wrong hoodie on apparently. Stand up in front of a room full of white people and talk. At least they won't heckle you. All right, well, thanks. I mean, you guys here are just trying to get in shape for the summer. You guys trying to applause. I'm not, in case you guys can't tell. I'm so out of shape. The last time I had sex, I had an asthma attack. Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, so it's like the one thing I like giving oral, but the problem with that though is that no one. It's kind of hard to breathe down there. Like there's no. It's not an oxygen mask. You know what I mean? Like you can't. You come out gasping for air and stuff. I sound like Bane from Dark Knight Rises. Of course. Oh. Glad I recorded that. Oh shit!
We're crying here for a long time. Very funny dude. Give it up for Calvin Henderson.
How we doing, everybody? Give it up for Tristan one more time, guys. Not gonna lie, it kind of feels like Get Out the college years up here. It really, right down to Rose Armitage sitting over in the front row over here too, Holy shit. How the crackers we got up in this bitch? Oh my God. But the funny part though is like we've been hosting about like 2.5 years. Like this is the most white people in the room and this the most black comics in this month. I'm like, how the fuck is? I'm watching Tommy Treasure's set and stuff. It's like he looks at what the fuck is that? Kenny. Looks at Kenny. He's like, yeah, this nigga right here. I'm like, wait. So you come last in fantasy football? That means you're part of the struggle now? That's all it takes. Like, are we gentrifying the struggle now too? What the fuck? A lot of people, we try not to. I try not saying Trump's name too much. I call him Richard Tater. Dictator for short. The last time this many people were pissed off about a white guy in a red hat, Limp Bizkit was the hottest band in the world. It's like, what happened to the days when you were pissed off at the world, you just locked yourself in your room and broke out the break stuff? It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't know why, but you want to justify. Rubbing so-and-so. And if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. Yeah. No matter what, it always kills. Yes. But the thing about the Democrats, though, anybody notice all the candidates are white? All the candidates are white. 8 years of Obama, we're so happy we live in a post-racial society where there's one party that remembers Black Lives Matter, there's not a black life on the stage. You know, we went from I had a dream to it was all a dream. You know what I mean? Like, the biggest kick in the pants? The one party that remembers Planned Parenthood, that remembers Black Lives Matter, and it's all whitewashed, but the one party doesn't give a shit about any of it, and it's the most diverse group of motherfuckers you've ever seen. I mean, think about it. You had one Indian, you had your one Hispanic, one Canadian, let's see, one female, one fat ass, one token black idiot, one guy with special needs, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, you've got 9 other options. There's no wrong answer here.
So I hear that women tend to like men from the islands. You know, your Jamaicans, your Haitians, and your Scottish too. Women don't tend to talk to me much. I'm from the islands. Long Island. You know, that great state of mind known as Long Island. Do we have any Long Islanders here? One. Alright. Oh, sorry, Mom. The biggest laugh I will ever get is from a joke about my mother. People are sick. I'm trying to be nice and not make jokes about my mother. Good God. Anyway.
I had a nice little tender date in Brooklyn. Meet the girls, like on Nostrand Avenue. Nice date. We're having fun, having drinks, or else even have wings and stuff. I'm like, okay, you know, I mean, it's going well, but I'm a guy. I think every day goes well. And so on, you know, next day, go ahead and send her a text message. Hey, you know, you want to hang out, you know, next day or whatever. She's like, you know, I don't think we should continue to date. You're very sweet. You're super attractive, but I wasn't feeling a strong chemistry between us. I'm like, well, I never knew I was attractive, so there's 1 out of 3. What, you know, I really never knew I was attractive. The closest I ever got was my mom just ended up just one day to say, you know, you'd be hot if you lost weight. I didn't even know that was in the conversation. When the fuck did that happen? You know, between, you know, mother said, yeah, you'd be hot. Another gay comic said, yeah, you need to smile more. I'm like, wait, when did I turn into a female? What happened here? Notice all the women laugh. There's a point to that, man, you know. Oh, God.
Stuff. And I started looking at other jobs around it in the tech industry to see if there's any other, you know, guys that, you know, look like me. And, well, you know, if it's all right, I'd like to share some of my research with you guys. For anybody. Okay, y'all don't give a shit. All right. Teach you something, Cal. All right, well, let me put it like this way. Google, crackers. Yahoo, crackers. Twitter, crackers. Facebook, matzah. OkCupid, lonely crackers. Tinder, horny crackers. Snapchat, sneaky crackers. I see we kind of all get the memo here, do we not? You mean to tell me the only place you can fit black people in the tech industry is to fix other tech guys' computers? I have seen this business model before. It's 12 years a slave to tech years. Wonderful.
You know? The thing about Trump, I think we've given him too much credit. You think about it. When first time you heard Donald Trump becoming, running for president, who were the first people to benefit from it? Us comics. Because no matter what, if your whole set bombed, you were at least guaranteed one good joke. You know, I think we've given up too much credit, too much power. I call him Richard Tater. Or Dictator for short. You know, ever see The Dark Knight? We all see The Dark Knight, right? You know, remember that part where the mob is meeting in broad daylight and then the Joker shows up? I just described Donald Trump for you. He's the Joker of the Republican Party. Obama's hammered the Republican Party for 8 years, hammered them to the point of desperation. And in the midst of that desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand. Some men aren't looking for anything logical like being president. Some men just want to watch the country burn.
Your comic of the night. I was in the store the other day looking for a pair of jeans. In case you can't realize, the year may be 2014, but I still rock 90s baggy Carpenters. Going in the store and all I see are skinny jeans.
Does this look like a skinny person to you? Why are these jeans even created? Why do you need jeans that you need the jaws of life to get into? I don't understand that. Not to mention, when you wear these jeans, the only people that wear these jeans, you all see them. They don't wear any belt. They wear any belt. They're hanging off their ass. I get why. They're too tight. They don't fit all the way up. They get stuck halfway. You know, which is fine if like you gotta go to the bathroom and you gotta run stuff like that's okay. That's got you kind of quick thinking there and stuff. Just drop, stop, drop, and roll. I don't get that shit at all. I don't need skinny jeans. I need fatty jeans. Good Lord. I'm not talking about shoots and ladders. I'm talking about the Gears of War, the Call of Duty. I'd say first-person shooter, but then you guys might think masturbation. I'd say third-person shooter, but then you guys might think assisted masturbation. Before you know it, I'm no longer talking about video games, I'm talking about the Call of Duty porn parody, Call of Booty. You see, every time if you hear in the news about how kids and guns, every time the big scapegoat is always video games. I have a very sophisticated, eloquent response to that. It is in the form of 2 words: fucking bullshit. If violent video games turn you violent, who wanted to become a plumber after playing Super Mario Brothers?
Well, if it's one thing I'm sure of, there won't be any Metapole jokes coming from me. Sorry. You're looking for that. Okay, I appreciate the applause. Okay. It's kind of cool. I do host an open mic on Wednesdays and Fridays. Been doing it for about 2 years. And what's kind of cool about hosting open mics is, hearing other comics come and work on their sets or their very first time doing comics. I mean, guess coming in this audience, I'm pretty much, most of the people I see are probably your sons and daughters. They go ahead and do it, but no, it's fun doing, hearing people come up with stuff. And I did a show once, and one comic came up after me, and he's like, "Hey, you hosted my very first open mic." I'm like, "Oh, cool, glad to see you're still doing comedy." He's like, "Yeah, you said you had this great bit where you said you made $75 doing comedy." I'm like, "Yeah, that was so not me." I don't know who you got me confused with, because I ain't never made $75 doing comedy. Everybody sad about Mayweather and McGregor?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, know who Floyd Mayweather is, right? Yeah. We know about Conor McGregor, right? Okay. We're gonna go around the room. McGregor, Mayweather, who you got?
McGregor.
What? White people. All right. Mayweather, McGregor, who you got?
I mean, are you asking me who I want to win or what I think will happen?
Or who am I betting on?
Y'all gotta make shit difficult. Who do you think is okay? Who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think is win? Mayweather. Okay. Mr. Keys, Mayweather or McGregor? That's the right answer. Mayweather, McGregor.
I don't know.
That is the correct answer. That right there is the correct answer. You see, maybe you guys don't know, both guys are getting paid $100 million for this fight.
You used to pay me all in Harriet. The thing is, though, they were going to put Harriet Tubman on the $10 bill at first, not the $20. They were going to get rid of Hamilton. They picked a really bad time to do that. Although it's kind of sad, the hottest musical going had to remind people about Alexander Hamilton. I mean, think about it. Alexander Hamilton, the guy who created the U.S. financial system. Andrew Jackson, he created the Trail of Tears. You have to pick which white guy to get rid of. Who do you think wins this argument? One white comic came up after me once and he's like, "Can I do Harriet Tubman jokes too?" I'm like, "It's Harriet Tubman, not nigger." We want you to do jokes about Harriet Tubman. You would joke about me, you're probably going to get a different response, just saying. See you, sister.
Well, good evening, everybody. How we doing? Y'all sounds like y'all about to wake the fuck up, please. How we doing, everybody? Yeah. Get up to Kelly, guys. You don't gotta cry. Yeah. It's good to see him back, but he kind of looks like a rock singer on an acoustic tour. You know, you think about it. He's got all three of his roadies. He's got his he's got his bouncer, his weed dealer, his manager, and the only three guys watching. Got his whole thing right set up here. You know, look for him down on McDougal or some shit. This has been fun. I've been seeing someone lately, and it's kind of cool. We both like horror movies. So both like horror movies. Our first date was The Conjuring 2. That way I kind of know she likes dating spooks. Oh, he said spooks and not nigger. Oh, damn. I just wrote that over here. Okay. Anybody see that Chinese detergent commercial?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you haven't, allow me to reenact it for you real quick. All right. You know, fade in. Have a nice young Asian woman coming in. She meets this young black guy. Guy looks like he got paint on his face or lotion he hasn't rubbed in clearly enough. She walks towards him. He walks towards her. Before you think the dude's going to get himself some sweet and sour sauce, she throws him into the washing machine and sits right on top of it. Rinse, spin, rinse again, spin again. Out pops up a fresh, clean Asian man. I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, the moral of the story: you don't really need a commercial to find out that stuff made in China doesn't work properly. You know, I'm looking at something like, what did we do to China? What did black people do to China? We sent all NBA has-beens over there. You know?
Now y'all see why I became a stand-up comedian. How the hell else am I gonna talk? You know? Friend of mine is getting married. Old white friend of mine is getting married, and so she was gonna be funny. It's like, yo, Cal, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna have watermelon at my wedding. I'm like, well, that's quite all right. You'll still have plenty of crackers.